Hello friends, Ashton here. In this video, I'm going to share a new OneScript custom function for Google Sheets. So this function is called OneScript direction. And basically this function is going to calculate the distance or duration between two locations. And we are using the Google Maps API or the Directions API to do this calculation for us. Okay. So this is going to be the function here, and you can read this instruction on my blog, and I'm going to show you a demo here in this video. All right, so let's just get to Google Sheets, and in this demo, I already prepared a from address and to address. So this is from the start, and this is going to be the end. And to call this function, so enter os underscore. And now, so this is going to be the fifth function in OneScript. So OS direction, and going to calculate the distance or duration between two locations. And here you can read this guide here too. We have some examples. So basically the example is Times Square to Central Park in New York to do the calculation. And the origin is going to be the start address, and I'm going to use B1, right? And the destination, I'm going to use the end address. So I'm going to use the Central Park. And so the mode, so we here support 4 modes. So you can set 1 by driving, and 2 for public transit, and and 3 for walking, and the last one is cycling. I think it's bicycling. So the default value is 1. I'm going to put a 3 here for this demo, and the metric. So basically we can return different values. So we can return, if we enter 1 here, it's going to return the distance value, and if we enter 2 here, it's going to return the duration value. But if you put 3 here, it's going to return both values for you. So let me just try 1 here. So we should receive some distance value. So you will see, so this is going to be distance, so the walking distance from New York, from the Times Square to Central Park. And then so this text, I think this value is the unit of this distance value, I think is meter, because I think the 0.5 miles should be like 0.8 kilometers. So it should be very close to this number here. So this should be a meter, so 800 meters. So this is very close, right? And you can try to copy this function here. Let me just take this absolute reference. So, and then we can do the mode. So if I'm trying to cycling or bicycling, so I'm going to change this to number 4, right? And this time I like to use a duration value. I like to return the duration. So this number here is going to be the seconds, and this is going to be the text value. So it's around 5 minutes by bicycle. And you can try to change these parameters here. So if I'm trying to do something walking, so bicycling, I'm not sure if we can drive because this is quite close. Let me try by using the driving mode. So driving mode, I'm going to use 3 here to return both distance and the duration values. So we can drive. I'm not sure. Let me try the last one. Should be the transit. The transit mode should be number 2 here. I'm not sure if we had any public transit from Times Square to Central Park. Okay, seems like we do have. So you'll see here this number first is going to be the distance, and the second 2 values there, the duration. If you entered number 3 here for the metric, and 3 is for both of them. Okay, so that's basically what this function is doing here in Google Sheets. And this is the first version of this function. If you think this is not a very good way to use it, maybe you can give me some feedback and I can do some update. I'm doing this in this way because you can easily combine this function to the index function. So if I just want to use the value, the distance value, so I can index by using the first row, the second value, right? So I can get this distance value by meter. So if I translate it to kilometers, just divide it by 1000, and then we got a number in kilometer for the distance from Times Square to Central Park. Okay, so I think that's it about this video and about this function. Thank you. Bye-bye.